we use the Borotto Real24 Automatic Incubator to turn this into this. Hi, my name's Nick and welcome to the Riggin' Farm YouTube channel. We order day-old chicks from hatcheries for the first 3 years of farming for both eggs and meat production. Our most recent order of chickens, we purposely ordered a straight run of black Australorp chicks, hoping that we would get some roosters. And sure enough, we got 2 roosters out of the batch. We named them Rudy and Cantrell. Comment below if you know where we came up with the name Cantrell. The black Australorps arrived in September and became sexually mature in early spring. This past April, we decided to go ahead and hatch our very first batch of eggs on Riggin' Farm. The Borotto Real24 Automatic Incubator is much nicer than most of the incubators you find at local stores, and it has all of the features that we were looking for. It has a temperature controller, 2 water reservoirs to help regulate humidity, an automatic turner, and 2 viewing windows so you can watch your little eggs start to hatch. When choosing eggs that you want to incubate, there are a few attributes you'll want to avoid. Any eggs that are small, rough, dirty, or oblong have a very low chance of actually hatching. Any eggs with fecal matter, blood, yolk, or have cracks in them need to go straight to the compost bin. Make sure you're collecting your eggs 4 to 5 times a day because you'll want to avoid them getting below 41 degrees or above 75 degrees, especially if you're going to be collecting over several days. As long as you're storing them between 57 degrees and 61 degrees with their tips faced downward, you could actually keep them for up to 7 days before putting them into the incubator altogether. Once you've collected all of the eggs you plan on incubating, plug in the heating element and set it to 99.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Fill one of the water reservoirs and wait 2 to 3 hours to allow it to get to a stable temperature and humidity level. The eggs can be at room temperature during this time to allow them to warm up a bit. Now that 3 hours have passed, it's time to place the eggs tip side down into the egg tray. Once they're all in there, replace the lid and plug in the automatic turner. The eggs will tilt very slowly from one side to the other over an hour period. Make sure you keep an eye on the water reservoir and fill as needed. You'll want to inspect the eggs 3 times over the 21-day incubation period. We love all of the animals on our farm, and one way we like to show our affection is by giving them handfuls of grub terra every day. Grub terra is 100% dried black soldier fly larva grown right here in North America using sustainable practices. Grub terra has 75 times more calcium than mealworms. Your flock will have much stronger eggshells, have healthier feathers, and they'll be able to fight off disease much more easily due to the antimicrobial effects of the black soldier fly larva. Click on the link in the video description and use coupon code RIGGIN to save 10% off your order. Your birds will thank you. On day 8, you'll be able to tell if the egg was fertilized by seeing the embryo on the upper 2/3 of the egg. An unfertilized egg will be uniform inside and need to be scrapped. On day 11, you should be able to see blood vessels. The absence of blood vessels is an indicator that the embryo is dead. On day 18, you'll quickly remove the eggs from the tray and then replace the tray with the bottom grate. Fill the 2 reservoirs on the sides and the center reservoir with water. Move the eggs onto the grate and set the temperature to 99.2 degrees Fahrenheit. After a few hours, you'll want to candle the eggs for the last time. The embryo should occupy the entire egg at this point. If the embryo doesn't occupy the majority of the egg or blood vessels are still visible, then the embryo is either dead or underdeveloped and should be scrapped. Within the next few days, you should see your eggs start to hatch. This one hatched on day 19, and the rest followed on day 21, as scheduled. On day 22, we had the brooder set up with a heat lamp and made sure that the warmest spot was at least 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Time to transfer the babies. We had 20 chicks hatch of the 22 remaining eggs. Those two were left for a few more days to see if they would hatch, but they didn't. "20 out of 24 is still pretty good." When moving the chicks into the brooder, we dipped their beaks in the water to let them know where to get a drink. Now let's go check out these babies 4 weeks later. All 20 have survived and have most of their feathers now. The males are going to be moved out to our chicken tractor very soon to be grown out for meat, and all of the females are going to be added to our laying flock. We've also been talking about maybe letting one of the roosters stay with the flock. With the brooder being empty soon, we decided to go ahead and incubate another 24 eggs. We hope you found this video interesting and attempt to hatch a few eggs of your own pretty soon. We have links in the video description below where you can buy this very same incubator and the candling tool that we use. In full disclosure, we've never used another incubator before, but we're extremely happy with this one. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you don't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time!